Hey there, and welcome. You know, every single company has a story, and a lot of the time, the real story isn't in their fancy marketing, it's in the numbers. And today, we're going to be financial detectives. We're taking a real company, Archidply Industries, and we're going to decode the story hidden right inside its financial report. All right, let's jump right in.
So you open up a financial data file and bam, this is what you see. It's a wall of text, tags, numbers. It honestly looks more like computer code than a story about a business. It's a lot, right? It's so easy to just feel your eyes glaze over and think, nope, not for me.
But what if I told you that you don't need a degree in accounting to figure this out? Because in just the next few minutes, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to turn all this gobbledygook into a really clear story about where the money came from, where it went, and, what was left at the end of the day. So here's the plan. We'll start with the absolute basics. Then we'll look at revenue, the money coming in, then expenses, the money going out, and of course, the all-important profit. We'll even find a pretty cool twist by comparing the company's two main businesses. And stick with me, because by the end, you're going to walk away with a brand new toolkit to figure this stuff out for any company.
All right, first things first, let's just get our bearings. What exactly are we even looking at here?
Okay, so the easiest way to think about this, it's just a report card for a company. Seriously, it's not that different from how you might track your own money, just, with a few more zeros at the end. It answers three super simple questions. How much did you make? How much did you spend? And what was left? That's it.
All right, every story needs a beginning. And in finance, that beginning is always the top line. This is all about the cash coming in to the company.
And boom, here's the big number. For this 3-month period in 2019, Archidply brought in almost 82 crore rupees from its main business. That right there, that's what they call the top line. It's our starting point for everything. But the big question is, where did all that cash actually come from?
And this is where it gets interesting. You can see right away, Archidply is really two businesses in one. The wood products division is the real heavy hitter here, pulling in almost 2/3 of the total cash. The paper products division handles the other third. So that's our first big clue in this detective story.
Okay, so we've seen the money coming in, but of course that's only half the story. I mean, it's great they made almost 82 crores, but you got to spend money to make money, right? So now let's follow that money trail right out the door.
And here we go. The total price tag for running the show this quarter, a cool 80.2 crore rupees. You can already see the plot taking shape, can't you? Income is just a little bit more than expenses. So what on earth did they spend all that money on?
This chart lays it all out for us, plain and simple. Okay, so their biggest bill, no surprise, it's the raw materials they need to actually make their stuff, over 31 crores. Then you've got this stock and trade thing, which is basically just stuff they buy and then resell without changing it. And seeing this breakdown, it tells you a ton about how their business actually works.
Okay, deep breath. We've seen the money come in, we've seen the money go out. Now, for the moment of truth. This is the big one, the climax. Did they actually end up making any money? And you know what? The math here is super simple. You just take all the money that came in, you subtract all the money that went out, and what's left over, before taxes anyway, is a profit of 1.9 crore.
So then the government takes its cut, and here it is. This is the final number, the one everybody really cares about, the famous bottom line. Archidply's net profit for the quarter was 1.48 crores. So, what's the verdict? They did it. It's not a huge number, but it's a profit. The story has a happy ending. But hold on, because like any good story, there's a plot twist. Yeah, the whole company made a profit, but does that mean every part of the company was pulling its weight? Let's dig a little deeper and find the real story.
Oh, wow. Okay, now this slide is the real story. So look at this. The wood division, it brought in almost double the sales revenue. But then, look at the profit. The paper division made almost the same amount of profit on just half the sales. What does that tell you? It tells you the paper division is a super efficient machine. It's a profit-making powerhouse. That is the story hidden in the numbers.
So, to put it simply, the wood division brings in more cash, sure, but the paper division, that's the real MVP when it comes to efficiency. I mean, think about it. For every 100 rupees that come in the door, the paper team gets to keep way more of it as profit than the wood team does. That's a huge insight.
So let's just take a step back. What did we just do here?
We didn't just stare at a bunch of numbers. We actually uncovered a story, right? And the best part? You can do this with any company.
So, I want to leave you with a simple toolkit. Anytime you look at one of these reports, just ask these 3 questions. 1, where's the money coming from? 2, where's it all going? What are the biggest costs? And 3, at the end of the day, did they actually make a profit? That's it. That's your new secret weapon.
Think about where we started, with that crazy screen of code-looking text, and now you've just read the entire story of a business, all in just a few minutes. You now know how to turn numbers into a narrative. So the only real question is, what story are you going to uncover next?